And we are live for the New Orleans Saints against the Los Angeles Rams preseason Week 2 game. Saints coming off of a loss against Jacksonville. Rams coming off of a win against Kansas City. I don't doubt. I know for a fact we probably don't see Tyler Shough or any of the starters in the game. I don't know who's going to start this game at quarterback. My guess is probably Spencer Rattler, but I mean, you never know. I could see them putting Wilson. I didn't look it up. I did not see who was starting this game because I want to be surprised, man. It's kind of like a movie, right? You don't look up what's happening in the movie until you actually watch the movie, and then you watch it, and then the surprise is gone. That's basically what's about to happen right now. I don't know who's starting because I want to be surprised during the game. Well, it's not really going to be a surprise, but I just want to see it for myself, like like if it's Zach Wilson, cool. If it's Spencer Rattler, cool. If it's Hunter Deckers, I don't know why, but all right. It's not going to be Shough, like we're not going to have him go out there and risk injury. And plus, like it's kind of like Kellen Moore said, right? Like the joint practices are that's basically like the Saints getting the rust off. Tyler Shough is, in the pregame huddles though, which I do respect. Oh, is that the Pelicans announcer? It is Joel Myers. Joel Myers and John Stankom, or whatever his name is. Both calling this game. Let's see how the Saints do today, man. See how the Saints do. I'm hoping that the Saints can beat the Rams today, but I also know that it's preseason, so if the Saints lose, it's kind of how I'm going to be last week, right? Saints lost last week, but I wasn't in my feelings about it. Why? Because it was a preseason game. But now the Saints win. Cool. Great. I love it. Yep, Spencer Rattler and Zach Wilson are both warming up before the game, man. So I'm intrigued to see how Spencer Rattler does after what he did last week. And spoiler alert, it was not good last week. So let's see what he does. Zach Wilson, he did pretty solid last week. So I'm intrigued to see if he can build off of that momentum that he had from a week ago. Let's go Saints, man. Let's go Saints. Yeah. I mean, Ty Simpson, I guess we can talk about the Rams for a second. Ty Simpson, he did have a great game against the Chiefs last week from what I saw. So I'm also interested in seeing if they throw him out there, which I would imagine, because he was a first-round pick somehow. He was a first-round pick, so preseason is probably the only time he'll play, barring injury. Knocking on wood, that doesn't happen. Well, unless something happens to Stafford, Simpson's not touching the field this year. The only time Simpson would touch the field and Stafford not get injured is if they're resting guys towards the end of the year. That's the only time Simpson. The only two ways Simpson's touching the field this year is injury or restation. If that's even a word. I don't even know if restation's a word. But if it is, or if it isn't a word, well, dang, it's a word today. It's a word today, man. Dang, Atlanta blew out the Colts. Good for them. Good for them. About time y'all don't look stupid. Good for y'all. Teron Armstead interviewing Kellen Moore today. Last week it was Gail Benson he interviewed. All right. Let's see how the Saints do today, man. Playing the Rams, I doubt we see any starters, but it's still fun to see guys, fight to make the team. That is stuff, you always want to look for. Guys that can make the team. All right, but the Saints are coming out, though. Saints versus Rams coming up next. Okay, that's nice. Tyler Shough, man, he's giving the guys, what they need to hear. Let's see what's going on around the NFL. How are all the backups around the league doing? Well, let's see. So the games that have already happened. Let's see. So the Thursday games. The only game I did watch. I think this is the only preseason game I watched other than the Saints game. Like from starting kickoff to the last snap was when the Raiders beat the Texans 22-20. That was a fun game. I will say this though, Younghoe Koo, he is washed. Like that dude cannot make an extra point to save his life. Like, and it's weird though, because any Saints fan would know. If you are a true Saints fan, you would know that the one guy the Saints feared on Atlanta for the past few years, other than last year when he got cut, but before last year, the one guy we feared was Younghoe Koo. And now that dude, I'm pretty sure I could probably make an extra point before he does. Like that dude missed 2 extra points. Like, not even field goals, extra points. Dude, I'm pretty sure my cat can make an extra point before he does. It's insane. But anyways, Raiders beat the Texans 22-20. 49ers beat the Chargers 41-17. Then the Friday games happened where the Jets beat the Steelers 17-0, which is probably going to be the best that the Jets looked all season. Panthers beat the Jaguars 34-17. Packers beat the Broncos 33-13. And today we had the Lions beat the Commanders 17-13. Ravens beat the Vikings 13-3, and the Falcons beat the Colts 34-6. All right. And there's currently one game going on right now. Well, 4 now. Where you have the Bills currently beating the Browns 17-7. Man, Justin Strand, he looks like Justin Strand, I believe that's his name, looks like Atlanta's best quarterback right now. But yeah, he's so bad he doesn't even have a picture. And before you say it was because he was undrafted, that's not true because the Ravens undrafted quarterback does have a picture. I'm looking at it right now. Kellen Moore, second season Saints head coach, 6-11 record. The record is misleading, but, I guess it is technically there. Sean McVay, 10th season as the Rams head coach with a 102-63 record. Dang, Atlanta didn't even play Tua or Michael Bolton. I knew Penix wasn't going to play, but they didn't even throw out Tua. So, dang. I guess Jack Strand it is then. All right, Rams are getting the ball first. So, the Saints will get the ball to start the second half. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded in the end zone. He's going to take it out. And he gets it to about the 26-yard line before the Saints make a tackle. Rams get the ball first. Let's see if the defense can hold them. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rams. See how the Saints defense does this opening drive, man. Come on, it is the Rams. So I would like to beat the Rams, just out of spite. But like I said, it's preseason. So 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 27. Number 81 goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to number 81, and he has a hole. Picks up about 8 yards there. It's going to be second down coming up for the Rams. That was Brennan Presley on the run. Brennan Presley. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. Okay, so Stetson Bennett, the 4th, is the starting quarterback. 2021 and 2022 with Georgia. He was a 2-time college football national champion. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. Play action. Stetson Bennett. He's going to throw. The pass is caught wide open. That's not good. Is that the same dude? It is the same dude. Brennan Presley wide open for first down. He was pushed out of bounds by Jaden Price. White boy, but, Rams first down. Not good. Like the entire left side of the field was wide open. First and 10 for the Rams. Stetson Bennett. He's going to throw. And he catches that. Please tell me it was out of bounds. Martin Emerson saying incomplete. And they are calling it incomplete. So he did not catch it in bounds. Boom. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Incomplete. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 100% sure that it was incomplete though. Let's see this. CJ Daniels too. One. I don't know. I can't really look. I don't have a good angle at when the last or the second foot comes down. Let's see. One. Like I said, I don't know if it comes down or not. They're reviewing it. CJ Daniels, man. Look, as a Saints fan, well, LSU fan, I should say, I know a lot about CJ Daniels, man. See when he was coming out. All right, they're reviewing the play. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it right now. I'm currently 50-50 on that right now. Like I just can't. I don't know if they have 100% evidence that he don't catch ball. But at the same time, it's also like, well, they don't really have the evidence that he didn't catch the ball. So. But hey, CJ Daniels, I'm calling it right now. CJ Daniels is going to be, I think, like, I know I said this about a lot of guys this preseason, but it wasn't just that catch. I think CJ Daniels for the Rams, he's going to be an underrated asset for that team this year. I love CJ Daniels. Man, when he was at LSU, that dude was a beast. And then he went to Miami, and then he was balling out over there, and now he's with the Rams. I don't know. That was a 6th-round pick. What's going on, Kev? What's going on, my man? Man, it's hot in this Apple Camaro jersey. But you know what? It's fine, man. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hey, Kev. Going on my mind. Alright. Alright. Nobody has yet to score, obviously. I mean, the Rams' opening drive so far, I mean, we're reviewing to see if he caught the ball, but other than that, I mean, that's good, Kevin. I'm glad you're good. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The opening drive so far for the Rams, you know, I mean, they had a couple guys get wide open, but, you know, they've also ran, like, I think 3 plays or whatever. All right, here we go. One. I think that's in bounds. I don't know. I think he gets that second foot in bounds. Well, they're calling it incomplete, so hey, I'm not complaining. They call it incomplete on the field. So the Rams lost their first time out due to the challenge. 2nd and 10 for the Rams at their own 46. 13:53 left in the first. Stetson Bennett drops back, throws to a wide open guy over the middle. It's gonna be, I think that's gonna bring up 3rd down. Brennan makes another reception. Oh, 3rd and 3 coming up for the Rams. Brandon Presley made another grab there. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the Saints 47. Hand up the middle, and the Saints stopped them there. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes a decision. Knowing Sean McVay, I would not be surprised at all if they go for this. You know, Miles Cole in the middle of the field, or in the middle of the hole, I guess, to, you know, blow up that play. 4th and 3. It looks like the Rams offense is staying out there. Unless they're trying to decide. I mean, that was an excellent play by Jalen Ford, I believe that was, to read that as a run. Yep, 4th and 3. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Hold on, refs blow whistle. False start on the Rams. False start. So it's still going to be 4th down now. I think you would have to punt the ball now. Yep, now they bring out the punt team. False start on the Rams. Let's go. 12:46 left in the first quarter. Rams now they have no choice to punt the ball now. because now it's going to be 4th and 8 after the false start. Ethan Evans coming over to punt the ball. We got Trey Palmer, who had a great game last week. He's coming to return this punt. Hopefully we don't commit no more penalties on special teams like we did last week. Let's see. All right, the punt is away. And it's going to be fair caught at around the 9-yard line. Saints getting possession. 12:32 left in the first quarter. Saints offense is going to take the field. And look, okay, they're running out Zach Wilson. So Zach Wilson gets the start today. New Orleans Saints, man, yeah. Zach Wilson, hey, he balled out last week. Man, that dude could not be stopped out there last week. See what Zach Wilson can do this week, though. It's a whole new week. If Zach Wilson balls out this week, then the backup quarterback the spot is basically his. 1st and 10 for the Saints. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for like a gain of about 3. 2nd down. That was Kendre Miller on the run, who we didn't see last week. Kendre Miller didn't play last week. But yeah, last week versus the Jaguars, Zach Wilson was 11 for 16, 145 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Hey, let's go, Zach. Zach attack, baby. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Saints at their own 14. Zach Wilson is under center. Bub means in motion. Takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff to Kendre Miller up the middle. He gets about 4 yards there. Well, they're going to give him the first down. They are going to give him the first down in this mug. All right, 1st and 10 for the Saints. From their own 20-yard line. Kevin Austin in motion. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. Kendre Miller picks up about 3 to 4 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down for the Saints, man. So the Saints, so far, I believe have ran, I think, 3 plays and 3 runs. Jeremiah Wright is in the game at offensive guard. They're showcasing him. You know, he was a 4th-round pick this past draft by the Saints. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up for the Saints. Second and 6 at their own 23. Kevin Austin in motion. Zach Wilson throws in the pass over the middle. It's caught. All right, who was it? That was Bob Means on the reception. It's going to be 3rd down, though, before progress gets stopped. There is a flag. There is a flag. Bob Means has picked up his glove that he lost. Personal foul on the Rams, baby boys. Personal foul on the Rams, and that will be a Saints first down automatic. Whew. Okay, then. Ooh, that was a big hit by Jeremiah Wright, though, man. Rookie offensive guard, man. I don't know. I mean, they called a flag on the Rams, so I don't know. 10:35 left in the first. But yeah, Jeremiah Wright, 132nd overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft by the New Orleans Saints. Never mind, the penalty was on the Saints, so I don't know why he pointed this way. It's going to be a handoff. Gets like 2 yards there. All right, that was Devin Neal. It's going to be 4th down. So I don't know why the refs pointed this way. Maybe they're just blind, which is usually the case. 4th and 13. All right, now the Saints come here to punt. Ryan Wright. Punt is away off the right foot of Ryan Wright. All right, he fields it at the 25, gets it up to the 30, and big hit, man. Number 42 with the tackle. That is Mike Reed. Mike Reed. Mike Reed made a great tackle on Alex Batchman, and the Rams get the ball back. All right. Bills currently beating the Browns 24-7. I currently hate computer. But yeah, I mean, what I saw so far, Jeremiah Wright got called for a penalty. The referee said it was on the Rams when really they backed up the Saints for whatever reason. And yeah, Ryan Wright, pretty good punt. You know, it was better than last week. But I mean, yeah, I mean, go for it, man. All right, but yeah, Bills beating the Browns 24-7. Giants up on the Dolphins 7-0. And those are the only two games going on right now, other than this one. Dude, my computer's been so slow, man, and I hate it. I can't explain the words that I want to use. What's up, Connor? What's going on, man? Oh, dude, why is my hair always in the way of my eye? Anyways, all right, well, see what happens on defense now. I'm lagging a lot. I don't know. Well, if I am, I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm coming off on my end pretty well, so. Yeah, Jaden Price, you know, player resume. He played with North Dakota State. Okay, screw me. Then Stetson Bennett, quick throw. The pass is caught. Big hit by Martin Emerson, but then he got laid out himself. So, assuming second down for the Rams. That was Max Clare on the receiving end. Pushed out of bounds by Martin Emerson. Yeah, Jaden Price, man, North Dakota State. Then he played for the Falcons, then the CFL, then the UFL, now with the Saints. Yep. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Rams. The Rams are going to hurry up. It looks like handoff up the middle, and he, you know, gets a few yards after contact there, and he's still going. Can our defense please make a tackle to save their life? It's going to be Rams first down. Yeah, so from 2018 to 2023, Jaden Price was with North Dakota State. Then 2024, he was with the Falcons and the CFL. 2025 with the UFL, and now 2025 to the present, he's with the Saints. Yeah, that was an 11-yard run by Jarquez Hunter. Jaden Price and Garrett Nelson both helped bring him down after he broke the tackle from like 6 different people. 1st and 10 for the Rams. It's going to be a play action. Stetson Bennett. He's going to air it out, goes deep with it. And incomplete, nearly a one-handed touchdown, but it falls incomplete. Martin Emerson did help. Well, I mean, Martin Emerson didn't really do anything there. It was intended to Tyler Scott. Scott just dropped it as he tried to go for a one-hand touchdown. Martin Emerson, I gotta see this play. Yeah, Martin Emerson, he gets beat there. That's not. I mean, last week Martin Emerson didn't really get beat, but that play did get beat. He just got lucky, really, that It was like a slight overthrow, but it was also a ball that you would imagine a guy could catch. But yeah, Stetson Bennett. 2nd and 10. Bennett throws, and the pass is caught over the middle, but a good tackle by number 40. Is that who I think it is? It is who I think it is. No, never mind, it's not. But anyways, Fadil Diggs made the tackle there. Alex Batchman made the reception. There's going to be 3rd down for the Rams coming up. 3rd down, Rams have it at their own 47. 3rd and 6. Saints called their first timeout. Saints used their first timeout here with 8:02 left in the first quarter. Still scoreless, 0-0. Kellen Moore, I guess, wants to talk about something. There's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Rams. All right. So now both teams are now down to 2 timeouts for the remainder of the half. Rams, they lost their timeout due to a failed challenge. Saints, they just blatantly called theirs. I just hit myself in an area that no man ever wants to be hidden. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Rams at their own 46. Or 47, my bad. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws. The pass is caught. Martin Emerson makes the tackle. It's going to be 4th down. 4th down Rams. Let's see what they opt to do here. C.J. Daniels on the reception, but Martin Emerson makes a great tackle here. 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Rams. Looks like their offense is staying out on the field, and it is, as they're currently in a huddle mode. 4th and 1. Last season, the Rams had a 66.7% on 4th down, top of 50 NFL. Bennett, he's going to throw it up, and he caught it. Son of a gun. 1st down. Are you serious? How did he catch that ball? Tyler Scott is not supposed to ever make that catch. Martin Emerson, dude, you are getting cooked today. Last week, I could not say enough good things about Martin Emerson. Today, he's just out there getting cooked. Let me see this. First and 10 for the Rams at the Saints 32. C.J. Daniels in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the right, I believe. Jarquez Hunter picks up not really anything there. Saints defense able to make the tackle. Fadil Diggs stops him in his tracks. It's going to be 2nd down for the Rams. 2nd and 10. Brandon Staley, the Saints defensive coordinator. Yo. Let's go. 2nd and 10 coming for the Rams. Rams have it at the Saints 32. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett steps up. He's going to throw it. Incomplete. There is a flag. What is the flag? You already know who they're calling it against. Holding on the Saints. Yeah, I could have told you that was going to happen. On Martin Emerson again. Good God, Emerson, you are playing horrible today. Yeah, that's holding, man. Emerson, man, like last week, Martin Emerson played incredible. This week, the dude just is playing terrible. Like, what happened? 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Saints 27. It's going to be a rollout. Stetson Bennett throws, passes dropped. Wide open, but Max Clare just can't hang on to the football there. He drops it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up, and he was wide open there. He just drops it. Stetson Bennett just did a play action, rolled out. Yeah, Max Clare was wide open. That was a good throw, too. It wasn't like he threw it behind him. I don't know. Maybe he threw it behind him a little bit, but that's still a ball that you would have to catch if you're an NFL tight end. I know he's a rookie. It's kind of the same thing with Oscar Delp last week. Hand off up the middle. He's fighting. Gets about like 8 yards there. It's going to be 3rd down for the Rams. Jordan Waters runs for about 9 yards. Terrell Burgess and Jalen Ford both help make the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down coming up for the Rams. And 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Hand up the middle. And he picks up a 1st down. Jordan Waters again. Tackled by Justin Reed, who is playing today, which is very odd, but, I guess. It's going to be 1st and goal coming out for the Rams. First and goal, Rams have it at the Saints 9-yard line. Defense, red zone report last season, 47 drives, 25 touchdowns, 53.2 touchdown percentage, 10th in the NFL. That's not good. First and goal. Rams have it to 9. Stetson Bennett takes the snap, and nope, there's going to be a flag on the Rams, baby. Flag is on the Rams. False start on Bill Murray. So back him up 5 yards. False start on Bill Murray. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Clock still winding, though. All right, it's still going to be first and goal for the Rams. From the Saints 14, Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett, he's going to throw, and that's too high, nearly intercepted. Isaac Yadam could have intercepted that, but it was off the hand of Jordan Waters. It's going to be second and goal for the Rams coming up. That's not really like, for example, last week when Emerson dropped the pick 6, and that should have been an interception, but that, you can't really, because the ball, I don't know. Second and goal for the Rams. That's what I do know. At the Saints 14. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop now. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett, he's going to throw, and he just throws it basically out of bounds. I don't know what that was. That looked like miscommunication. It didn't look like he intentionally threw it out, but then again, just nowhere near the receiver. It was intended for Max Clear. I didn't notice that on the screen, but it's going to be a complete third and goal for the Rams at the 14-yard line. 14 yards out. Let's see what they decide to do here. Do they just play conservative and see if they can break something loose, and if not, kick a field goal? Or do they air this son of a gun out 14 yards? Last season, Rams were 39.6% on third downs, which was 17th in the league. Stetson Bennett, he's going to throw it over the middle, caught by C.J. Daniels. Saints make the tackle. Marvin Emerson didn't get cooked in that play. It's going to be fourth down. Marvin Emerson and Mike Reed both helped make the tackle. Fourth and goal. C.J. Daniels looks a little wonky in off the field, but the Saints defense gets stopped. All right. You have to imagine they kicked this field goal. Yes, they are. Kicker coming out here. This is a big dude. Harrison Mevis, 12 for 13 last season, and as long as it was at 52 yards. This is a chip shot. Maybe. Kick is up, right down the middle. It's good. Rams up 3-0. Could have been worse. It was a 26-yard field goal, so you would imagine that kickers like him should make those. Rams up 3-0 on the Saints. 26-yard field goal. And the kick was good in that mug. Let me check my stream, make sure that I'm not laggy. So I know Connor said I was, but I don't know, because if I was laggy, I would be able to see it through StreamYard. Trust me, I've been laggy before, and both times that was laggy came up on StreamYard. So let me just see though, because I could be wrong. Let me just check real quick. But yeah, so far in the game though, both teams, they're playing great defense. Bills are up on the Browns 31-7, and the Giants are up on the Dolphins 7-0. All right. Let's see how how the offense rolls the next drive. First drive, not good. We got to punt the ball. And also penalties did not help. Let me just make sure I'm not laggy. Kick is away. It's going to be a touchback. Okay, looks like I'm a little laggy. But that could also be. Alright, so yeah, I am a little bit laggy. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, well, Saints ball. Hopefully, y'all can see me pretty well. Hopefully. But if y'all can't, hopefully y'all can at least hear my audio. Anyways, 3:48 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Zach Wilson and the offense coming back out here. From their own 27-yard line. Zach Wilson. He takes a snap. Wilson. He's pump faking. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to pump fake again, and he's going to run for about 2 or 3 yards there. It's going to be second down for the Saints. Elias Neal brings him down, or at least contains Zach Wilson there. Second down for the Saints. He doesn't want to get top 5 quarterback of all time, Zach Wilson, so he contains him. All right, second down for the Saints. Let's go. Come on. Zach Wilson calling the shots. From their own 28. Hand off the middle. Devin Neal breaks it to the outside. Devin Neal. He looked a little wobbly. There is a flag. There is a flag. Holding on the Saints. That's great. Yep. So every single play has to be a penalty for whatever reason. The Saints' biggest enemies right now are themselves. Goes on. Huh? That's holding? They do that every play. They call holding on Bryce Lance. It's good to see that he's playing, but they do that every play. What do you mean that's holding? They do that every single play. 2nd and 19 now. Saints from their own 22. Maliki Matavo in motion. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson pump fakes. He's going to throw. And the pass is caught by Maliki Matavo. Gets it to about the 31-yard line. It's going to be third down coming up for the Saints. Third down. It was brought down by Lampkin and Bailey. Third down, though, he did pick up some good yards there to, make it not that long, but still third down regardless. 3rd and 7 coming for the Saints. You got to pick this up. From their own 30, Zach Wilson. Ball on audible, looks like. Wilson takes a snap. Zach Wilson. He's going to throw in the pass. Did he catch that? Holy crap. Maliki Matavo made the catch of his life on the sideline. Now they're going hurry up so the Rams don't challenge it. But that's a first down. Maliki Matavo, what a grab on the sideline. 1st and 10. Saints have it at their own 44. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson is going to get sacked. I'm so sorry. Saints, I think, are saying that should have been face mask. Oh, no. Wesley Bailey makes the sack. It's going to be second down for the Saints, though. That was still an insane catch from Maliki Matavo. I don't know. It looks like he got the shorter pad. 2nd and 23 for the Saints. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson dumps it off. Caught by Kendrick Miller. He needs some blocking. He gets a little bit of it. Kendrick Miller gets a few yards. There's going to be third down coming up for the Saints. There's another flag. Please be on the Rams this time. No, don't walk that way. Walk this way. No. What's the flag? Jeez, man. Can y'all just give us a break? Good God. Y'all are not helping, refs. Pass interference on Kevin Austin. Like, are we serious right now? You can't even see the penalty. Like, dude, everything is a penalty with these guys, man. The referees suck. Like, dude, that's the second penalty that was not there, but they just called it just because they wanted to. It's 2nd and 33, man. The referees are literally sacking Zach Wilson before the play even happens. Good God, refs. That was not pass interference. He wasn't even blocking. Zach Wilson, quick throw. The pass is caught by Bryce Lance. Gets like 12 yards there. It's going to be third down. Lord have mercy, man. Third down for the Saints, man. Third down. That was a good play by Bryce Lance. Third down for the Saints. End of the first quarter. Rams up 3-0. Now I see why these guys are working in the preseason, because they don't want these guys out there in the regular season throwing flags just to throw them. It's not good, man. Not good. It's not good. Bills are beating the Browns 31-7. Giants beating the Dolphins 7-0. Anyways, well, other than the referees being dog water and Martin Emerson not playing up to his best, I mean, the Saints really, it's kind of too early to tell what's going on. What I did notice, Maliki Matabo, he's fighting to make the roster. I don't know exactly if he will make the roster, even if he still plays like how he's doing right now, because of the fact that at the end of the day, right, we already have 3 tight ends that are guaranteed to make the roster with Juwan Johnson, Noah Fant, and Oscar Delp. Those guys are basically locks to make the team. So I'm very interested to seeing what's going to happen with Maliki Matabo, because he's having an incredible game right now. But maybe you put him on the practice squad because, right? He's a guy that you don't really want to lose. But at the end of the day, if you put him on the practice squad, you're going to risk losing him, because the team could claim him off of your practice squad. And then, you don't have him anymore. But at the same time, I don't know if you keep him on the 53-man roster, because then you're giving him a roster spot when you already have 3 tight ends that are locked to make the team. And I doubt that they throw up 4 tight ends out there. So, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Time for the second quarter in this mug. Second quarter. Second quarter. Come on, guys. Let's lock in, man. I don't know what y'all are doing here in the mug. Third and 16 coming up for the Saints. Okay, why is it taking y'all a whole decade just to get up to the line of scrimmage? By the time y'all hike the ball, I'm gonna be 25 years old with children, man. Come on now, what are y'all doing out here? All right, third and 16 for the Saints. Zach Wilson is still in there. And that's a flag. Please be offsides. It is. It's a neutral zone infraction on Kier Thomas II. That's 5 more yards. At least the refs did something there. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Saints. We are 5 yards closer to the first down marker. 3rd and 11. Saints have at their own 42. Saints last season, 18% on third downs, having a 39.5%. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson is going to throw, and the pass is intercepted by the Rams. What? Let me see this. Zach, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, Zach? What's going on, Jerry? Throws it right to a Zillion Hamilton. This quarterback battle was so confusing. Let me guess. So Zach Wilson, this game's going to struggle. Then Riley's going to come in and start balling out. Is that what's going to happen? I mean, if that happens, I guess. But all right, Saints through pick. 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own, or at the Saints 48. I mean, hand off up the middle to somebody. That's Jarquez Hunter, who gets 8 yards, tackled by Jackson Sermon. It's going to be 2nd down coming up for the Rams. I still want to know, what are we doing there, Zach? Like, dude, are you colorblind? Like, Bub Means could have easily caught that ball if you threw it to him. But you threw it to the... Okay. 2nd and 3, hand up the middle. Jarquez Hunter runs and breaks free. 1st down. There is a flag, so maybe we can get some luck here. There's a flag. Please push him back, man. Do something for us, man. These refs have been horrible all game, man. Please back them up this time. Thank you. Fine. It's about time. Holding on the Rams. But is it actually holding on the Rams? Because every time they point this way, it's actually the other way around. Okay, looks like it is. Yeah, holding on good old Blask. All right. So that pushes them back. Mike Reed, touchdown, saving tackle, but it doesn't really matter because of the penalty. But, it's going to be 2nd down still. 2nd and 7 for the Rams at the Saints 45. Stetson Bennett throws wide open to C.J. Daniels, who picks up a Rams 1st down. That's great. Mike Reed makes the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. I'm so glad most of these guys won't be on the field come week 1. All right, whatever. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Come on. On defense. Get some stops now. 1st and 10. Rams at the Saints 36. It's going to be a play action. Bennett rolls up to the right. Throws wide open to Max Clare. The Saints defense is there. They make an immediate tackle. Jaden Price still balling out like usual. 2nd up. What's going on, Slim South? How you doing, my man? Yeah. All right. 2nd on the Rams. Max Clare. He did get open, but thankfully the Saints defense was actually 2nd and 1. Ain't no way that's 2nd and 1, dude. No, I refuse to believe that's 2nd and 1. He literally got like 2 yards there. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'm the blind one. 2nd one for the Rams. How is it 2nd and 1? They have the ball. Okay, Stetson Bennett throws wide open and it's caught, and it's going to be a 1st down. The Saints defense can't tackle me if I went out there. At least the backup guys can't. I'm so glad most of these guys won't be playing. Like, what are we doing, man? 1st and 10. Jackson Sermon and Christian Boyd help make the tackle on Brennan Presley. But it's like, why are they wide open? It's like, y'all do realize you can cover the guys, all right? Like, you don't got to wait for them to catch the ball and get 5 more yards before you can make a tackle. Like, this is not the yard on Madden where you have to, where you can't go after the guy, right? Let's see. Them Rams refs, that's why. Well, that is true. The refs have been dog water. 1st and 10. Play actions. Bennett throws on the run and the pass. Did he catch that? Are we serious right now? Alex Batchman. I did not know Alex Batchman was top 10 all time, okay? Excuse me for wondering. Lord have mercy. Like, Lorenzo Styles, you have to be there. It's a handoff. Gets it to about the 6-yard line. Jordan Waters, who apparently is also top 5 all time. Second down for the Rams. Because they play against the Saints, they're top 5 all time. Oh my gosh, dude. 2nd and 2 for the Rams, man. Rams have the ball at the same 6-yard line. 2nd and 2. Stetson Bennett takes a snap, handoff up the middle. He's fighting. Where are they going to spot the ball? All right, it's going to be 1st and goal. They're putting it at the 1. 1st and goal for the Rams. TJ Hall and Jackson Sermon help make the tackle. 1st and goal for the Rams here. Okay. It's a play action. Stetson Bennett rolls up to his right. He's going to scramble. Where do they put the ball? Is he out, or are they giving him a touchdown? All right, looks like they're spotting him short. Jackson Sermon. Rams are challenging it. I think that was a touchdown, personally. This is the Rams' 2nd challenge. They have no more challenges after this, so that's something that's good off of that. No, that's clearly a touchdown. Look, I can't even be biased there. That's clearly a touchdown. Ball was over the plane. I mean, that's a touchdown. 9:56 left in the 2nd quarter. I think that's a touchdown. All right, yep. Touchdown Rams, yep. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. In this game, just happens to be if you let Stetson Bennett run, he's going to kill you. Touchdown, Stetson Bennett. Ran it into the end zone. Rams touchdown. Rams coming out here for the extra point. Harrison Mevis. Thickest kicker, pause no Diddy style in the NFL history. Kick is up. Sailed a little bit to the right, but he got it to go in. Rams now up 10-0 on the Saints. $10:22 left in the 2nd quarter. Saints currently down 10 by the Rams. 10-0. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Saints can wake up. That would be nice, right? Let's see. So the Bills-Browns game's over now. The Bills beat the Browns 31-7. And the Giants are currently up on the Dolphins 10-0. And that's, this game and the Giants-Dolphins game are the only 2 on right now. So I think the Giants just scored a touchdown as well to go up 10-0. Okay, come on, man. I mean, so far my outlook, Zach Wilson has struggled. The defense has struggled. Like, there's really been nothing positive that the Saints have done so far. Nothing. And I'm being honest. That's me being honest. There's nothing that the Saints have done so far that have been remotely positive. Now, I don't know what that is. Like, Zach Wilson, I mean, throwing a ball directly to a Ram is not positive. Letting Stetson Bennett run all over you for 1 yard is not positive. Committing egregious penalties on third down is not positive. Like, what have the Saints done that has been positive? Now, the silver lining is that this is just the preseason, so these guys, most of these guys at least, won't be on the team. So there's that. But, I mean, so far, right, Zach Wilson, 4 for 5, 39 yards, 1 interception. Kendra Miller has 3 carries for 14 yards. Malik Matavo, 2 receptions for 22 yards. Those are your Saints leaders. We have yet to get a sack. Jalen Ford leads the team in tackles with 5 right now. 1 solo tackle. Stetson Bennett, he's 11 for 16, 86 yards. Jordan Waters, 4 carries for 30 yards. Presley, 3 receptions for 30 yards. Bailey has a sack, and Neal has 4 tackles, which leaves the Rams. So, got that. All right, come on. Let's take this kick to the house, man. Let's do that. Let's take this kick to the house. All right, kick us away. Going to be returned out of the end zone. Let's see what happens here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, he gets it to about just shy of the 30. Alex Cook makes a tackle. That was Ty Chandler. Takes it out to the 27-yard line. Okay, let's see what the Saints offense can do this possession. See if they can actually get a drive going. Give me something give me something to be happy about. That interception was bad. Because Bob Means was a little open. Zach Wilson, like I said, 4 for 5, 39 yards, 1 interception up to this point. Come on, man. Let's do 1 play touchdown. Let's go. 1st and 10. Saints from their own 27. Zach Wilson looks like he's calling an audible. He takes a snap. It's going to be a pitch. Okay. That was Kendra Miller. Got the pitch, but he gets 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down. He was tackled by Bill Norton. 2nd down coming up for the Saints. All right, 2nd and 8. Let's go. Come on, 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Saints here. Teron Armstead, former Saint. He reporting. So good for him. 2nd and 8. Saints have the ball at their own 29. Zach Wilson is under center. Bub Means goes in motion. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to move around. He has all day. Zach Wilson is going to run it himself. He gets it to about the 35-yard line. Gets 7 yards there. It's going to be 3rd down. Tackled by Peterson and Johnson. 3rd down coming up for the Saints. Zach Wilson, he had all day to make a play, and he chose to run it himself. So he did get positive yards there, and he almost got a 1st down there. Third and 2 for the Saints at their own 35. High snap, play action. Wilson throws wide open, and it's caught. Maliki Matavo, 1st down. He gets hit. Maliki Matavo's slow to get up, and now he's limping. Maliki Matavo's limping. That's not good. He's the only guy that's been able to make plays today. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Maliki Matavo looks like he's hurt. Yep, he exits the game on the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 48. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to throw, and that was just off the mark. Too low. Intended for Kevin Austin, but that was just too low. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Saints. 8:32 left in the 2nd quarter. That ball was way too low. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Saints with 8:32 left in the 2nd quarter. From their own 48-yard line. Let's get this offense popping. Kevin Austin in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. I believe that's Ty Chandler. Yeah, that is Ty Chandler, who gets a pretty good gain there. It's going to be third down. He's talking about a combination of Hamilton and Lampkin. It's going to be third down for the Saints, though. But that was a pretty good run by Ty Chandler. All right. It's already been an hour of gameplay. 3rd and 3 for the Saints. All right, Saints last season, 39.5% on third down, 18th in the NFL. 3rd and 3, Saints have at the Rams 45. Bub means in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Kendrick Miller, who tries to break out of tackles, but he's going to be stuffed. It's going to be 4th down for the Saints. Coming up. That's not pleasant. 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 2. He did pick up a yard. If you're the Saints, what do you opt to do? He was tackled by Nate Valkerkel. 4th and 2 for the Saints. Their offense is staying out there. From the Rams 44, Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson looking. He's going to throw, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Kevin Austin. Put in Spencer Rattler. Put in Rattler. Put in Rattler. This was the worst case scenario. That's not even really on Zach. Like that's the ball Kevin Austin has to bring in. But it's like, dude, this is my worst nightmare. Because now after this game, if Rattler plays good, I don't know who should be the backup. This is always the problem. It's like they take turns playing good. Like, why can't y'all just both be really good? Or really bad? Like, dude, I hate that. The Giants are currently up on the Dolphins 10-0, but I hate that. Why do I hate that? Well, because we don't know who should be, we don't know who's good. We don't know who's the better quarterback. We don't know who's better. Zach Wilson or Spencer Rattler. Because if Rattler comes and lights it up, well, Zach Wilson lit it up last week, but he struggled this week. But Rattler struggled last week, but he played good this week. It's like we're playing this carousel of who's good, and it's so exhausting. This is so exhausting of trying to dissect game film to determine which quarterback is better, when the correct answer is no. Won't let this game get me down. Look, Jerry, all respect. I'm not mad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about the Saints losing this game. I'm not mad that we're down 10-0 to the Rams. I'm not mad that we could be 0-3. That's not what I'm mad about. What I'm mad about is we are going to be 2 weeks into the preseason not knowing anything about the quarterback situation other than Tyler Shuck is the starter. Like, okay, knocking on wood. But if Shuck goes down, who is going into the game? I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because last week, Zach Wilson balls out. This week, Zach Wilson probably doesn't know his left from his right. So if Spencer Rattler comes into the game, and let's say, for example, if Rattler has a great game today, that still will get us nowhere. Because it's like, okay, Rattler had a great game today, but a bad game last week. But Zach Wilson had a great game last week, but a bad game this week. But Rattler was not good last week. So it's this carousel, and I'm tired of being on the carousel. I want off this carousel. Okay, well, we missed the whole play because they had to show the incomplete pass. All I know is that C.J. Daniels caught the ball. That's all I know. So, yeah, it's going to be second down on the Rams, though. That's also a thing I know. And Isaiah Stallberg did make the tackle, according to ESPN. Thank you, ESPN. It's about time I did something good. Oh, my gosh, dude. 2nd and 3 for the Rams. Rams have it, the Saints 49. Stetson Bennett under center. Takes a snap, hands off the middle. He's fighting. I don't think he got it. I think he might be like inches short, to be honest with you. Nope, never mind. They're giving it to him. First down, Rams. Yep. I forgot. Los Angeles refs. First and 10 coming up for the Rams. Rams have it at the Saints 45. Stetson Bennett takes a snap, hands off to Jarquez Hunter. He gets like 3 yards there. It's going to be second down. There is a flag, though. There is a flag. Please be offensive. Yep, holding on the Rams. Holding on Mark Redmond. Thank you. Holding on Mark Redmond. Pushes them back 10 yards. Let's see. Yeah, now that's more holding than what they called earlier. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 20 coming up for the Rams. 2nd and 20. Saints currently have 4 penalties for 39 yards. Rams 5 penalties for something. You can probably see it here. Yeah, Rams have 5 penalties for 35 yards. All right, the Rams, they called their second timeout. Second timeout with 5:32 left in the second quarter. Rams use their second timeout. Rams currently have a 10-0 lead over the Saints. Let's see. The Giants are still beating the Dolphins 10-0. If anybody cares. All right, come on, defense. Let's get a stop. It is 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 for the Rams, man. Come on, let's go. So far, this drive for the Rams, a penalty did shoot them in the leg, which I'm happy about. But, at the end of the day, Stetson Bennett, he's playing well so far. 93 passing yards, almost has 100 yards so far. Like Zach Wilson, he's kind of like in the Spencer Rattler boat as of last week, like Wilson last week. Like last week, Rattler didn't play terrible, but Zach Wilson. Today, he made a couple good throws, but overall, nothing that really wows you. So I don't know what to think anymore. I don't, man. But I will say this though: if Spencer Rattler comes and lights it up, I think we have to have the same energy that we had towards him versus Wilson last week. We have to say Rattler had a great game. Wilson did not. I'm not saying we have to take fat pieces of dump on either guy, but I'm just saying, right? We have to have the same energy towards both the guys. All right, 5:32 left in the second quarter. Next drive, I won't be shocked if they put in Rattler. 2nd and 20 for the Rams at their own 45. Play action. Stetson Bennett. He goes deep, and he overthrows Brandon Presley. Because if he connects, that could be a freaking walk-in touchdown, but incomplete. So that's good. 3rd and 20 coming up for the Rams with 5:26 left in the half. Presley was open there. 3rd and 20. From their own 45. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws. Pass is caught, but he is going to be short of the marker. That should be 4th down. Why does it say 3rd? No, it should be 4th down. What? Okay, apparently it's 3rd down because the Rams can get an extra play. I guess. Alex Batch wide open. TJ Hall just out. I don't know what you're doing there, my man. Okay, now there's another flag. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my stream crashed. What y'all missed was defensive pass interference on the Saints. And now it's another flag on the Saints. Good job, Saints. Good job. Y'all ready? We got back-to-back penalties. I'm sure you can go to sleep great tonight. I'm sure you can be like, man, we committed back-to-back penalties. I'm sure you can lay your head on that pillow feeling super fulfilled. 1st and 5, hand up the middle. Oh, wow, the Saints made a tackle. Let me guess. You want to call a penalty now too, ref? Like what, we just going to have a freaking yellow flag party? Man. Can't buy a penalty, yet the Rams, they can get away with anything. Rams can get away with freaking murder. 2nd down, man. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Rams. Rams have the ball at the Saints 19. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws down the field, incomplete. He overthrows C.J. Daniels. I'm surprised he didn't throw a flag there. 3rd and 3 for the Rams, 4:12 left. Can the defense please, for the love of everything that is holy, get off the field? And when I say get off the field, I don't mean get off the field via touchdown. I mean get off the field via a stop or an interception, something of that magnitude. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Rams. Bennett hands it off. 1st down. I knew that it was too good to be true. Like, why? It's not even the season yet, and my blood pressure has to be in the 200s. It's only the preseason. I know I told myself that, but man, screw preseason. 1st and 10. It's going to be a play action. Stetson Bennett rolls out to his right. Throws wide open C.J. Daniels. Saints make the tackle. The ball comes out, but I think he was down already. So, 2nd down for the Rams. Can at least look at it? Well, we already know they're not going to look at it because if they do, it could benefit the Saints. But, I think he was down anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he was definitely down. Shoot. 2nd down for the Rams. TJ Hall made a tackle for once in his life. 2nd and 6. The Rams have it at the Saints 8. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws, and the pass is incomplete. Bobbled. Intended for Dean Connors. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up for the Rams. Dean Connors, man. Yep. Bobbled it. He tried to go up with one hand, and then he couldn't bring it down. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Rams. 2:59 to go in the 1st half. Rams, red zone offense, 2 possessions, 1 touchdown. Third and 6. Rams have it at the Saints 8-yard line. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett rolls out. He's going to run, and he's going to score. Second rushing touchdown for Stetson Bennett. Why? Like, why? Just why? Why? Like, why? It's like I'm playing Madden all over again. Kick is good. Great job, Saints. Y'all did it. You went down 17-0. Now, can you freaking lock in? I know what I said about it just being the preseason. I could care less what I said. Like, it's 4th down. 4th and 3. All you need to do is get a defensive stop. And what do? You force an incomplete pass. You would think, okay, that's good, right? Nope. Because you just had to commit pass interference. Just had to do it, man. You just had to do it. You couldn't live with yourself if you didn't piss me off. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Kind of wish I wasn't, but I'm back. Man. 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 31. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to roll out. He's going to run it himself. Okay, he's going to be like a yard shy of the first. That's probably Zach Wilson's best play all day. It's going to be 2nd down with the Saints. Pushed out of bounds by Daniel Rickert. Second and 3 coming up for the Saints. See what's going on here. 2nd and 3. Saints have it at their own 38. Zach Wilson takes a snap. There's going to be a play action. Wilson throws, misses him. Wide open Bub means, but Zach Wilson just has to throw the ball to a mouse. I could have made that throw, dude. Bub means was so open. Like, was that tipped? Like, dude. 2:08 left in the half, 3rd and 3. Saints are currently 2 for 5 on third downs, while the Rams are 3 for 7. 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Kevin Austin in motion. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to throw it, and the pass is caught. Bryce lands, and he gets yards after catch. There's going to be first down. Beautiful play. There we go. 2-minute warning. Saints currently down 17 to the Rams, 17-0. I don't mean to be negative, but if I see negativity, I'm going to call out negativity. Now, I won't be shocked if they bring the ball back to where he caught it, because it looked like he did get tackled or like get brought down via contact. But hey. All right. Like I said, so far, I mean, I've seen some good and I've seen some bad. This drive is looking like the good ones. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully it can end like a good one, too. The Saints team pisses me off sometimes. Why would they piss you off? You're a Bills fan. I mean, your team just blew out the Browns. Why would what the Saints do piss you off? I have a right to be pissed off about the Saints. I mean, look. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Yes, they piss everybody off sometimes, I guess, because of some stupid defenses. I mean, yeah, but like, if that's the case, then you should be pissed off at every team, because every team has stupid defense sometimes. The Bills came out to play today. Yes, they did. They did come out to play. And the Giants are currently beating the Dolphins 17-0. I'm sure nobody cares. But yeah. Saints down 17. Saints do get the ball after the half. I don't know. Last week we blew a 20-6 lead, so maybe this week we can come back down 17-0. But I don't know why the Saints just can never finish the story. Like the Saints always have a chance to create a good story or a great narrative, and then they always fold at the end. Like we can never just finish a beautiful story. Like, come on, man. Like, when can we finish the story? Buccaneers play the Chiefs tonight. Yeah, I really don't care about that game, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to be watching it, so. Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Zach Wilson last week, 68%, 118 quarterback rating. This week, 60%, and a 42.1 quarterback rating. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Saints. At their own 42. 2 minutes left in the half, following 2-minute warning. Zach Wilson takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to throw, and that was nearly intercepted. And 10 for Bub means, like, Zach Wilson, are you even trying to complete a pass? This means 2nd and 10 for the Saints, man. Like, how is that not defensive pass interference? You call the other stuff PI, but that's not pass interference? Like, what? Nephew and family, we up with it? Yeah, we up with it, Kai. We up with it for sure, for sure. Second time for the Saints, 154 left. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Wilson gets out of pressure. He's going to roll out. He's going to run it himself and just going to go out of bounds. It's going to be third down. Pushed out of bounds by Cam Lampkin. Blood pressure rising. Yep, that means football's back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:47 to go in the half. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Saints. All right. So it looks like they're going to have Zach Wilson finish out the half this time. Last week they had Rattler in, and then they put Wilson in. So I thought that was going to be the same thing, but it's whatever, I guess. 3rd and 6. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Wilson, he's going to throw and incomplete. He was facing pressure, but it's incomplete. 4th and 6. Dude, Zach Wilson is playing horrible right now. Now, to be fair, that play, he had no assistance. But it's like, good God. It's like, and this was my worst nightmare. Because now, after 2 weeks of the preseason, we don't know who's, like, now we got a punt. Like, geez, man. Why? Ryan Wright, punt is away. Got a pretty good punt. Fair caught at the 15. Like, if Spencer Rattler comes out in the second half and balls out, then we're back at square one. We're back at square one then. Because last week, what was the narrative? Rattler sucked. Wilson played good. If Rattler plays good this week, what's going to be the narrative? Wilson sucked and Rattler played good? Maybe. Or maybe not. And now this is all speculation. But even if Rattler doesn't play good, it doesn't help the fact that Zach Wilson played horrible. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stetson Bennett takes a snap, throws, wide open, and that's going to be a first down. Reminder, Mike, fantasy tomorrow, the draft will be at 2 o'clock p.m. I did get a reminder earlier today because, they be having reminders like that. 1st and 10. I'll be there. Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws and wide open. First down. Yep, wide open. Yeah, just wide open. But yeah, I did get a reminder earlier today about the draft tomorrow. I'll be there. I know last year my team was auto drafted because I had I forgot what I was doing. I think it was like a church event, I think. But yeah, hopefully, I'll probably set an alarm or whatever, but I'll be there. Don't worry, I'll be there. Tyler Scott wide open. You know who's not going to be there? The Saints defense, because they can't do nothing right now. Rams for the last time out. That's nice. Wait, dude. 1:09 to go in the half. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Rams have it at their own 46. Stetson Bennett takes the snap. Bennett throws. Caught. First down. C.J. Daniels wide open. First down. 1:03 left in the half. Like, can somebody guard C.J. Daniels, or is he just the new Calvin Johnson? I didn't know the Rams drafted Calvin Johnson. Like, I knew C.J. Daniels was good. I didn't know it was going to be Calvin Johnson. 1st and 10. Stetson Bennett throws, and the pass is caught wide open by guess who? C.J. Daniels. Baby Calvin Johnson. Is nobody else irritated by this? Am I just the only one? Stetson Bennett throws. Incomplete. Okay. Off the hand of number 82. Brandon Staley got a lot of mistakes to correct. Like, it's not just... Here's my thing, right? Like, okay, yes, I guess this is just preseason. You got new players. But the Rams have been running the same offense Stetson Bennett takes a snap. Bennett throws. Wide open. It's caught. The Saints at least made the tackle and prevented first down. But like the Rams have been running the same offense the entire first half. They haven't changed nothing. They haven't changed anything. They haven't made any audibles or adjustments. Hand up the middle, first down. Why not? They haven't done nothing different. And yet the Saints defense still finds their way into just giving up first down after first down. First and goal, Stetson Bennett spikes it, 7 seconds. Let me guess, they're going to run one more play and probably score a touchdown. Seven seconds left. Like, the penalty problem is insane. Like, that is the worst. I just don't know why, man. Like, why do the Saints got to commit a penalty on almost every single play? It's like, what, you don't know how to not do that? All right. Well, the Rams offense is staying out there. All right, looks like the Saints called their second timeout. But the penalty problem and the slow offensive start. It's like, look, I love Kellen Moore. I love him. And a part of me does, I do understand that most of the guys that are playing won't play in the regular season. I understand that. However, one thing I seem to always blank on, one thing I seem to always misunderstand is why can't we play 4 quarters? Why can the Saints not afford to go to the dollar store? Which now, I think it's more than 4 quarters now. Second goal, Stetson Bennett throws it up and incomplete. Good defense, It's about time, you play some good defense there. Third and goal, 4 seconds. You might as well run the offense out there. That's all I'm saying. Good defense, though. Who is that? Lorenzo Styles actually made a play. Actually looked like his brother. Third and goal, 4 seconds. I would have to, all right, they are running out the field goal unit. Can we get a block field goal and return it for a touchdown? All right, let's see. Here's Amoebas. Kick is up, right down the middle. And that ends the worst first half I've ever seen. Halftime, down 20-0. Who that? What's going on, Father? What's going on, my man? Man. Well, that sucked. Well, I just have a couple things to say. All right, so we're at halftime. I guess this is my halftime report. Yeah, he in the building, man. Hold on. I'm trying to slow down because I feel like I'm about to pop. I'm trying to slow down. I'm trying to, because right now, I feel like I'm in a movie. Right now, I feel like my consciousness is somewhere else, and I feel like my brain is somewhere else, and my eyes are looking into the abyss. So I'm trying to preserve. I'm trying to calm down. Here comes a comeback. Maybe my eyes, dude. What is wrong with my eyes right now? Let me move this light, dude. I gotta move this light. Hold on, I gotta move this light. My eyes feel like hold on. Okay, that y'all can still see. Hold on. My eyes feel irritated like a mug, dude. Anyways, let me talk slowly because I feel like I have a concussion right now. So let me talk slowly but clearly. Zach Wilson today has not played good. Like, not even a little bit. Like, he's had like 3 good plays all game. The defense has been just here for a paycheck at this point, which they might not even receive because, like I said, most of those guys won't at least be starters come week 1. Receivers. What receivers? Our leading guy is Maliki Matavo. Okay. Bryce Lance, he played. Bub Means, he played. But you keep getting outshined by our 4th string tight end. Another thing, Stetson Bennett. The man has 2 rushing touchdowns. Does it ever occur to you, put a dang QB spy on that man so he can stop running? Does it ever occur to you that that might be a thing that you might have to do? CJ Daniels. Look, I love CJ Daniels. Now, for those that are probably not LSU fans, you probably don't understand, CJ Daniels was a baller at LSU. And then he transferred to Miami, had a great season at Miami, got drafted in the 6th round by the Rams. But one thing I failed to recognize clearly, why does CJ Daniels look like baby Calvin Johnson? And a part of it is the Saints' fault, man. And Jeremiah Wright. Look, I love Jeremiah Wright. I think Jeremiah Wright's going to be pretty good in the NFL. But you can't commit a penalty on the opening drive. I'm talking about Bub Means makes a reception. You can't go and knock a dude blindsided. I can't do that. And Zach Wilson, you can't throw the ball directly to a defender. It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like the Saints are just out there. Like they're trying to make the roster. At least you would think, right? I don't know if Kellen Moore, I don't know if he already has his 53-man roster down and most of these guys are just out there. I don't know what's going on right now. But, the injuries are already not good for the Saints. We're already down Tyson. We're down Cam Jordan. We're down Alvin Kamara. We're down Dylan Redunz. We're down Brian Brzee. We're down Audric Estime. That's already 6 guys I've named. 6. And if we have any more injuries this season, we're screwed. Because those guys will be on the field. And we're already down injuries, man. Injuries have not been kind to the New Orleans Saints, nor have they ever. Really, ever since the 2021 season. For those that may be too young to remember, the 2021 season was a historic season where the New Orleans Saints broke a record. You like record breakers, don't you? Not this record. No, no, no. The New Orleans Saints in 2021 had the most guys ever on injured reserve. I didn't even know you were allowed to put that many players on injured reserve when it was going down. But somehow, the Saints still almost made the playoffs that season. But also, I don't want to do that again. Because if we have the injury luck that we had that year, we might as well not show up. Like, I really hope I am overreacting to a preseason game. I hope that is just paranoia. I hope that's overreactions. I hope that we don't get injured like we did, the last few years. But at the same time, there's a part of me that does understand the risk. What's the risk? Well, the risk, you're playing a highly aggressive game, and therefore I know guys are going to get hurt. And knowing that fact, some of those guys that we're watching miss tackles, miss reads, throw interceptions, drop balls, get torched, those will be on the field if those injuries occur. And like I said, we've already dealt with injuries, man. The season has barely started, and we're already down 6 guys. 2 of them are already down or already out for the year. And 2 more are out for at least a month. That's not good. Plus, Christian Miller got banged up. We saw earlier Maliki Matavo got banged up. The injuries are not friendly to the New Orleans Saints. And I'd hate to see the Saints go out there and play like this in week 1, or week 2, or week 5, or week 10, or week 15, or week 18, or the playoffs. I don't want to see that. Now, I hope I'm just overreacting. I really do. I hope that this all blows over. But if the Saints play like this come week 1, we ain't going to fight against Detroit. We're just going to sit there and die. So, Saints, it's your choice. Do you want to go out there and play like a football team this second half? Or do you want to die slowly? It's your choice to make. If I had to make a prediction, I think Spencer Rattler is going to play the second half. I think coming up, because the Saints do receive the ball to start the second half, you would have to imagine they'll put Rattler out there, which, stored in its own right. Got less than 2 minutes till the second half kicks off, according to this. But man, like, I haven't seen that much positivity. Like, Bryce Lance made a couple good plays. Good for him. Other than that, what else is there to say? Zach Wilson. Dude, Zach Wilson couldn't hit air if he fell out of a plane today. And the Giants, they're up on the Dolphins, are now 20-3. Good for them. Like, we need to lock in, man. Look, and I already kind of expected this because of, the day I've had, but, we're not even going to get into that. Not even going to get into that. But overall, this has been terrible. Like, 20-0 at halftime is never something you want to see. I don't care if it's preseason. I don't care if it's the regular season. I don't care if you're playing up against a high school roster. Which, in fact, if you were playing against a high school roster and you're down 20-0, that would actually be worse. But at the end of the day, we just gotta see how the second half treats us. Maybe Spencer Rattler comes out and plays like Tom Brady. I don't know. All right, I'll start the second half now. Start the second half. Can we not get dominated this half? Like my dad said, here comes a comeback. Saints do receive the second half. Go out there and play with fire. Play with grit. Play with determination. Let's go win this thing, man. I know we're down 3 scores, but let's go win this thing. All right, the kick is away. What in the world? I don't know why you fielded that ball. Is it just me, or could that have went out of bounds? Why did we field the ball? Whatever. Kellen Moore's second youngest head coach this season at the age of 38. Why did Trey Palmer field that ball? He could have let it go out of bounds and we'll get the ball at the 40. Could he have not? All right, well, Spencer Rattler's in here, so let's see what happens with that. 1st and 10 for the Saints. At their own 16. It's going to be a play action. Spencer Rattler rolls out. He's going to throw. It's caught wide open. Trayton Welch, first down, I think. That should be a flag. But you already know the refs aren't going to throw one. Because God forbid, the Saints, get a call. Last week, Spencer Rattler, 8 for 11, 42 yards. That was blatant. That was blatant unnecessary roughness. He tackled him well after he went out of bounds. But the referees, they don't. If it's against their Pookie Bears Rams, they don't call it. 2nd and 1. It's gonna be a hand up the middle. Kendre Miller, and he breaks a tackle. Kendre Miller's fighting. Okay, off to a good start. 1st down Saints. There is a flag. I swear. And it's holding on the Saints. Good God. It's like I said, if it's on the Saints, they'll call the flag. If it's on the Rams, they're going to bite their whistles. You got a blatant unnecessary roughness call, clear as day, out of bounds. You don't call it. But once there is a slimmer of holding, then that's when you throw the flag. It's stupid. You're stupid. I hate referees because they hate us and I hate them back. 2nd and 11. Spencer Rattler, he's going to throw, caught, wide open. It's going to be 3rd down. It was caught by Ronnie Bell. 3rd down. Can the Saints convert? Oh, what am I doing? Saints had 4 first-half possessions. 2 of them ended in a punt. 1 of them ended in an interception. 1 of them was a turnover on downs. 3rd and 4 for the Saints. Ronnie Bell goes in motion. Spencer Rattler is going to keep it himself. He's going to throw it, and the pass is caught. 1st down Saints. Caught by Ronnie Bell. I'm surprised he didn't throw a flag there, am I right? Gosh, man. It's just a preseason, and my blood pressure is already in the 300s. All right, 1st and 10 for the Saints, man. Come on now. What is the flag? I swear on everything. Son of a... Illegal man downfield. Huh? It's like I said, they'll find anything to nitpick if it's against the black and gold. But let that happen to the Rams, not a shit would have been thrown.
Based on first black strength.
Damn, 3rd and 8. Spencer Rattler throws it up. The pass is caught. I swear, referees, I better not see no yellow. And there's a flag. Not started. What's the flag now? Let me guess. Is it offensive holding or is it enough? What is the flag? Just give it to me. I already know it's going to be on the Saints. Just give it to me. Oh, wow. It's about dang time. It's about dang time you don't do something stupid. They actually called on the Rams. I didn't know that was possible. Pass interference on the Rams. It's about time you make the correct call instead of just nitpicking or whatever the Saints do. God almighty, help us all, man. 1st and 10. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler faces pressure. He gets out of it. Rattler's going to run it himself. Down the sideline, out of bounds, 2nd down. Pushed out of bounds by Alex Johnson. But number 73, what are we doing there, man? I mean, I understand the Saints really can't block because if they try to block somebody, it will be holding. But still, you can at least show some effort. 2nd and 3 at the 50. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Ty Chandler, who's going to fight. I think he might have gotten the 1st down there. First and 10. Monty Rice made the tackle. It was 1st and 10 for the Saints, though. So, yeah. One now. 1st and 10 for the Saints. There's going to be a play action. Spencer Rattler rolls out, just darts it to the ground. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Yeah? 11:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Saints in the first half had 98 total yards. This drive, they already have 52 total yards. We already have half. We almost, I think, have half the yards that we did in the first half on this drive alone. 2nd and 10. Saints have it at the Rams 46. Spencer Rattler. Pump fakes. Rattler is going to run it himself. Gets tripped up. It's going to be 3rd down, man. Come on, Rattler. You couldn't beat him? You couldn't beat freaking Daniel Rickert? Dude's not even going to be in the league in 2 weeks. He might not even be in the league next week. You couldn't outrun him. It's 3rd and 8 for the Saints, man. Spencer Rattler. He's going to throw. Pass is caught. Thank you. Kevin Austin. Thank you. 1st down. Tackled by Johnson. 1st down Saints. Thank you, Rattler. Spencer Rattler, like I said, what did I tell you? I told you Spencer Rattler was going to come out and ball out here in the 2nd half, and then we're going to have the same conversation that we did last week. Spencer Rattler rolls out. He's going to have to throw it away because, God forbid, offensive line blocks anybody. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Saints. 10-14 left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Saints at the Rams 34. 10-14 left in the third quarter. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler is going to throw it deep. Flag. Thank you, ref. Thank you. Intended for Trey Palmer. That has to be pass interference on the Rams, right? Yeah, pass interference on the Rams. Thank you. That's going to put us inside the 5-yard line, I believe. At least inside the 10. Yep, pass interference on good old Alex Johnson. So, yep, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Saints now. Yep, that's clearly PI. Thank God they actually called the penalty. 10:08 left in the third quarter. Thank you. 1st and goal for the Saints. At the Rams 10-yard line. Spencer Rattler under center. It's going to be a handoff to Kendra Miller, who is fighting. He gets it to like the 6-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Saints. Tackled by Nick Anderson. All right, 2nd and goal coming up for the Saints. What is your problem, computer? 2nd and goal. Saints last season, offense in the red zone, 45 drives, 20 touchdowns, 44 touchdown percentage, which was last in the NFL. 2nd and goal. Saints have at the Rams 6. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler throws, batted down at the line. It's incomplete. Going to be 3rd and goal for the Saints, 9:22 left. Bill Norton knocks it down. It was intended for Kendra Miller. All right. 3rd and goal. Saints have at the 6 with the Rams. Kendra Miller motions to the other side of Rattler. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler throws, and it's intercepted by the Rams. And it's a pick 6. He's gone. When it looks like the Saints are about to score, they do score, but Alex Cook just scores a pick 6. Spencer, are you blind? Kick is up and it's good. 27-0. Good job, Spencer. What do y'all think Teddy Bridgewater's doing? Do y'all think he would come out of retirement to play for us? Like, can we get Teddy Bridgewater back? I know he just retired, but can we convince him? I don't know. Pay him freaking, what, like $15 million to come back? Like, Hunter Deckers. Oh, gosh, dude. We don't. Like, do I have to watch the next 2 quarters? I mean, we already know what's going to happen. Saints are going to lose 55-0 because Rattler's going to throw more interceptions. Like, that's what's going to happen. We do not have a quarterback that knows their left from their right, dude. Zach Wilson couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Spencer Rattler couldn't hit air if he fell out of a plane. I can't wait for the season to start. Well, football's back, ladies and gentlemen. Football's back. Over or under 5 trips to the hospital for blood pressure. I think I'm taking the over after watching that. I mean, I already knew we were going to lose. I even said it before the game. We're going to lose this game. Kick is away. It's going to be a touchback. .906 left in the third quarter. Last year, the Saints had 8. From 2022 to 2025, we had 8 20-plus yard rushes. Travis Etienne last season had 7 of them by himself in 1 year. I mean, I don't know if I should be mad or happy about that. You know, like I'm happy that we got a guy that can do that, but I'm mad about the past 3-4 years. 906 left in the third. First and 10. Like that's literally an entire rookie contract worth of rushes. Flag of false start on Alan Huron. Right now, I'm currently looking at like 15 different people that are going to be jobless in a week. First and 15. Saints have at their own 30. Spencer Rattler throws, caught for like 5 yards. I mean, second down. Caught by Zaire Mitchell-Palin. Second on the Saints, yeah, okay. Second and 10 coming for the Saints. Saints have it at their own 35. Handoff. C.J. Donaldson gets like 5 yards there. It's going to be third down. Coming up for the Saints. Third down. Okay. Third and 5 coming up for the Saints. People in black and gold. Well, at least you know what the black stands for. It stands for funeral because this is a freaking death sentence right now. Third and 5. Saints have inside their own 34. Or no, inside their own 30 or 39. Spencer Rattler throws and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Trey Welch. It's going to be 4th and 5. Why can't I just watch good football? Why every time I watch the Saints, you have to stress? Why can't I just watch one game where it feels like we can go back to the way that it once was? Why can't I watch the Saints game and be like, okay, we're going to win this game, man. Don't got to stress. Why can't I do that? Like, I don't care. It's just preseason. Why can't I just watch a Saints game where I don't feel like we suck? Ryan Wright's punt is away. It's going to be returned to the 20, to the 25, 28, out of bounds. Rams ball. Like, what do I even say, dude? Like, you want commentary? I'll give you some commentary. The commentary? These guys won't have a job in a week, man. If they keep playing like this. Man, we got the Cowboys this upcoming Friday. It's like, I hope y'all enjoy the last time you ever be on an NFL field. This is pathetic. And Spencer Rattler, you too. Zach Wilson, you too. I don't care what I said last week. I don't care about any of the props I gave Zach Wilson last week. They're all gone! Anyways. Sorry, just had to get my frustration out somehow. Had to get it out somehow. Dude. Like, I'm positive, all right? I'm positive. Positive that we don't have a dang backup quarterback that we can rely on. That's what I'm positive about. All right, time to watch the Saints get their head beat in for another quarter and a half. 7:34 left in the third. Rams ball. First and 10 for the Rams from their own 25. Ty Simpson's in the game now. Yep, 13th overall pick in the 2026 draft. Ty Simpson, quick throw. The pass is caught. Going to be second down for the Rams. Mike Reed helps make the tackle. Max Clare caught it. Then he exits the game. Second is going to be 2nd and 7 for the Rams. Second and 7. Rams have it at their own 28. Ty Simpson takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Gets about like 3 or 4 yards there. It's going to be third down. That was Dean Connors on the run, tackled by Jackson Sermon. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Rams. How much you want to bet that they'll pick this up and get like 15 yards added onto that? Third and 1. Rams have it at their own 32. Simpson hands it off. Did they stop him? Did they actually do what they're supposed to do? What do you mean third down? It's either first or fourth down. No third down. All right, looks like he's short. Fourth down. It also looked like to me that Dean Connors was a little, banged up there. 4th and 2. The defense actually came up with the stop, and now they're punting. Yeah. Which means we get to watch more Spencer Rattler. All right, punt is away off the foot of a Ram. Returned by Trey Palmer. He's going to cut inside. Trey Palmer, gets it to like the 33-yard line. 5:32 left in the third quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Saints. All right. Man, Trey Palmer, he's like, oh my gosh. All right. Why do I do this to myself? Anyways, the only other game that's going on right now, the Giants are currently beating down the Dolphins 20-3. So at least we're not alone in the beatdown. Beat down City. Like, dude, why am I even doing this to myself? Look, I know preseason doesn't matter, but dang it, I don't care. Like, dude, if I'm the Saints, I'm letting Spencer Rattler throw the ball. Like, man, just do Hail Marys for the rest of the game. Why not? Like, we have nothing to lose at this point. You're down by what? You're down by almost 4 touchdowns. 4. That's not good. No. Yep. Head coach Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator Doug Nussmeier, quarterback coach Scott Tolzien. Yep, 3 guys that used to play quarterback in the NFL. Doug Nussmeier, fun fact, was a quarterback for the Saints at one point. And he's also the father of Garrett Nussmeier, who played at LSU and now plays with the Chiefs. Play action, Rattler dumps it off, pass is caught. All right, number 85, Jalen Moreno-Cropper, making men miss. Gets pushed out of bounds. It's going to be second down coming up for the Saints. Pushed out of bounds by Monty Rice, but that's a good start. Why did I say that? 2nd and 2 coming up for the Saints. Yeah, 2nd and 2 for the Saints at their own 42. Jalen Moreno-Cropper in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Ty Chandler, who gets about like a yard or 2, so they might give it to him. Let's see where they put the ball. No, it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down. Kellen Moore, he played quarterback for the Cowboys. Doug Nussmeier, quarterback for the Saints, and Scott Tolzien was a quarterback for the Packers. That was the picture that they were showing up, of the teams that they played for. All right, 3rd and 1 for the Saints. Darrell Peterson III did, prevent a first down there against Ty Chandler. 3rd and 1. Saints have it at their own 43. It's going to be a handoff up the middle for a first down. Yay. C.J. Donaldson runs it up the middle for a first down. Tackled by Monty Rice and Tim Keenan. There we go. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Saints. 1st and 10 for the Saints. There we go. I would say we needed that, but we are down by almost 4 touchdowns. So I don't know how much you really need anything at this point. First and 10. Saints have it at the Rams 48. All right, Jalen Moreno-Cropper in motion. High snap. Spencer Rattler. Play action. Rattler. He's going to flick it to C.J. Donaldson, who makes the catch, who's going to get it to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down for the Saints. All right. We're moving the ball, but to be fair, we moved the ball 2 drives ago, and we threw a pick 6 at the end. So, I just want us to get into the end zone very quickly. But Rattler flicked it to Donaldson, and C.J. Donaldson, did some good stuff. All right, 2nd and 2. Saints have it at the Rams 40. Spencer Rattler in shotgun. Takes a snap. Rattler, quick throw, and it gets batted down. Incomplete. 3rd and 2 for the Saints. 3:08 left in the 3rd. Batted down. It was intended for Trey Palmer, but Monty Rice bats it down. Quarterback comparison, Zach Wilson, 6 for 12, 55 yards, 1 interception. Spencer Rattler, 7 for 13, 73 yards, 1 interception. Don't worry, they will get in the end zone. I don't know what they're doing. 3rd and 2 at the Rams 40. Ronnie Bell in motion. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler, he's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to roll. He's going to throw, and it's caught by C.J. Donaldson, who makes a man miss. Picks up a first down, and he's still going. C.J. Donaldson to the 10, to the 5. He fumbles it, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal. Okay, that's probably the best play they made all game. First and goal for the Saints. Hold on now. That was actually an incredible play by Spencer Rattler, too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But C.J. Donaldson, hey, he might just, did some things. All right, first and goal for the Saints. C.J. Donaldson left the game so he can get a breather. First and goal, Saints have it at the Rams 8. Now, don't throw a pick here. Ronnie Bell in motion. It's going to be hand off to Ty Chandler up the middle for a gain of about 3. It's going to be second and goal for the Saints coming up. Tackled by Laurel Murchison. Come on. Run it up the middle. I don't care. Just get into the end zone. Impressive. Yeah. You know what would also be impressive? Not being down 27-0. That would also be impressive. Second and goal coming up for the Saints. Let's go. Come on now. Let's at least score. Can we at least get some points? Second goal at the Rams 5. Jalen Moreno proper motion. It's going to be a handoff to Ty Chandler, who is fighting. Did he fumble the ball? He fumbled. Ty Chandler just fumbled the ball, and the Rams recovered. That is now the second drive that the Saints have had the ball inside the 10-yard line, and they turned it over. Okay. Nah. What is going on? The Saints not wanting to win the game. That's what's going on. What do we have to do to score points? Like, would it hurt to get the ball into the end zone instead of churning it over every freaking possession? Because that is now 3 turnovers that we've committed. 2 of them were inside the 10-yard line. The score could be 20-14 right now. It could be 20-14 right now. But we're sitting here down 27-0 with the Rams getting the ball back. Can we at least get a safety? First and 10. Rams have at their own 2-yard line. Well, that's okay. There's a flag. Yay! False start on the Rams. Yay. False start on Dan Villari. Cool. Rams. All right, first and 11 for the Rams at their own 1-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He picks up 3-4 yards. There's going to be second down. Jarquez Hunter with the run. Michael Heldman made the tackle. It's going to be second day for the Rams. Second and 8. Rams have it at their own 4-yard line. Ty Simpson from the end zone throws wide open is Max Clare. Picks up like 4 yards. Deion Jones actually made a tackle or forced him out of bounds. That's nice. It would be nice if we weren't down 27-0. And now Deion Jones is celebrating like he just won a Super Bowl, man. Shut up. Play better. I can't stand the NFL now because all these guys just want to celebrate because of what? 3rd and 3, Ty Simpson throws in the pass. Incomplete, but it's a flag. You know why it's a flag? Too many men on the field because some guy decided that he wasn't going to read the room. They have to be doing this on purpose. Ain't no way that you are doing this bad on accident. You have to be like, dude. Why are you still on the field, man? Play action. Ty Simpson rolls out to his right. And he's going to run it himself. Out of bounds, second down. Yippee! Like, I already knew this was going to happen. But damn. I didn't think we were going to lose this badly. Second and 7 for the Rams. End of the third quarter. Saints down 27-0. Man, you got Zach Wilson, who probably can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Spencer Rattler can't hit air if he fell out of a plane. And honestly, I think that would probably be the best case scenario because with the quarterback play we've seen, they both can go straight to Jupiter. Man, fire them out of a cannon. The Saints have turned the ball over twice inside the 10-yard line. That is beyond disbelief, man. Zach Wilson sucks. Last week, Saints fans were ready to crown him. This week he probably wouldn't even have been better than Duck Hodges. Like, dude. And you're going to have the people say, it's just preseason. Man, I could care less. I don't care if this was just a money-made match in the middle of June. This is pathetic. That's what this is. This isn't preseason. This is pathetic. God almighty. Zach Wilson out here looking like he's a 4-year-old throwing the ball. I want you to imagine, right? I just want you to imagine a child, right? Who is drunk, fried, and asleep. That's what Zach Wilson's been playing like. And Spencer Rattler comes in, and he's not a child drunk, sleep, or tired. Nah, he's a teen. No, he's a freaking adult that's drunk and asleep and fried. They don't know what they're doing. I can find a random dude on the side of the road, and I guarantee you they could score before Spencer Rattler and Zach Wilson do. And you're going to have the people say, why are you so negative? Well, guess what? Let's do some math. If the Saints did not play terrible, I wouldn't be negative, damn it. They really have the nerve to say Mike Reed is the hardest worker. At what? Making you never want to watch football again? Is that the work he's doing? One of the highlights they showed was him allowing a completion. Ty Simpson. Saints can't get a sack if their life depended on it. He runs for a first down. Yeah, 3 guys in the backfield with a chance to get a sack. He takes off. Like, is this fun for y'all? Are y'all having fun? Because I'm not. This is terrible. I wish Jordan Tyson would come back sooner, but if the Saints are playing like this during the season, I don't think he would want to come back. First and 10, Ty Simpson rolls out. He's going to throw, and the pass is caught. You know why the pass was caught? Because he's wide open! Alex Batchman, wide open for 14 yards. Ty Simpson takes a snap. First and 10. He throws. Wide open. Wide open. First down. Wide open on the sideline.
And it wasn't loud like this before either. It wasn't loud like this.
True Edwards. You know what's also true? That he was wide open. Like, okay, to be fair, he wasn't like super open, but dang it, that was not great defense at all. TJ Hall, what are we doing, my man? First and 10, hand up the middle. Second down. Jordan Waters up the middle. Jackson Sermon makes the tackle. It's going to be second down for the Rams. Lord, please don't let this be the regular season Saints. Please, I really hope this is just preseason. Ty Simpson rolls out, throws, incomplete. But the referees throw a flag because the referees are a bunch of narcissists. Pass interference on the Saints. Yep, I could have told you that was coming. If you lay one finger on a player wearing a Rams shirt, they'll be willing to throw you in jail. The Saints care. I'm not gonna like they get paid millions of dollars to care, but this is not a good way to showcase this. Ty Simpson, first and 10. He throws it incomplete. Yay! Throws it out of bounds. Second 10 of the Rams. I hope y'all having fun because you ain't gonna be on the team in a week. So get your laughs out now. You can do all that smiling. You can do whatever. But at the end of the day, when we're playing the Lions week 1, you're going to be filling out a job resume, man. What is this performance, man? 27-0. Hand up the middle. Gets like 5 yards. It's going to be third down.
It's fine to me. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty evil.
I don't know why y'all laughing on the sideline. You're going to be laughing to that job resume. That's what you're going to be laughing to in a week. Hand off the middle on 3rd and 3. Saints defense made a tackle, but I could care less. 4th down for the Rams. Just terrible, man. It's like I'm playing Madden all over again, man. Can't stop the run, can't prevent a 3rd down conversion, can't score. Throwing a pick 6 inside the 5-yard line. 4th and 2, the Rams are going for it because they're a bunch of self-important narcissists. Ty Simpson takes a snap, 4th and 2, throws, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Hooray! Yippee! Burger King is hiring, I guess. Or Cancun Beach security guards are hiring, I guess. Well, no, they don't deserve Cancun, man. These guys don't deserve Cancun. Burger King, yeah, they should be working at Burger King because it would make sense, right? Burger King trash, Saints players trash, match made in heaven. Booyah! When you see me start losing hair at the age of 25, this is why. I swear the Saints are trying to put me in an early grave. Right? I swear, dude. It's like, what is their problem, man? Do they not know how to score points? Man, a high school roster would be able to score before these players do. The one, and I mean the single silver lining, is that it's just preseason. You're going to be laughing to the bank with that information. That is just preseason. Man, turn back on. What is this the Saints' worst preseason game ever? I don't know, but I don't think anybody really keeps track of the preseason like I do. But I don't know. Like the Saints, we've never had this bad preseason game that I've seen, and never. I don't know. From all the Saints preseason games I've watched, we've never played this badly. Why in the world did this computer just turn off on me? It's not like it really matters. First and 10 of the Saints. Spencer Rattler, quick throw, caught by C.J. Donaldson. Picks up 4 yards on the plays and he's 2nd down with the Saints. Second and 4. C.J. Donaldson, he's had a solid game, I'm not going to lie. 2nd and 4, Saints have it at their own 30. Hand off up the middle, C.J. Donaldson. Stonewalled, though. 3rd down coming up for the Saints. Third and 2. Kellen Moore looks disgusted by just looking at the playbook. Now you need to throw that away because I don't know what. It's not all Kellen's fault, but 3rd and 2 for the Saints at their own 32. Spencer Rattler in shotgun takes a snap. Rattler. He's going to get out of the sack and he's going to run up the middle himself. Let's see where they put the ball. It's going to be 4th down. You got nothing to lose here. Might as well go for it. 4th and inches for the Saints. Their offense is obviously staying out there. Saints call their first timeout with 9:02 remaining. Can we at least end the game with some dignity? Are we going to score a point? Probably not. 4th and inches, Saints offense staying out there. It's going to be a handoff up the middle of C.J. Donaldson. Okay, I think the second effort got him the first down, I think. I think the second effort got him the first down. There is a flag. Of course there's a flag. Of course there is. It wouldn't be a Saints game if they didn't get a flag for just breathing. Yep. Illegal formation on the Saints. Now we're punting. Dude, we have almost 100 yards worth in penalties, man. Like, are the referees having fun? Ryan Wright, punt is away. Gonna go out of bounds. I'm watching the whole game because I'm a true Saints fan, but good God, this sucks. Why can't the Saints play good football? Our team this season better not do this. No, that was the worst Saints game I ever watched. No, I've watched worse Saints games. This isn't the worst. Like the Seahawks game from last year, I was defeated after the first quarter. At least it took this game till halftime for me to give up. But I remember when we played the Seahawks last season, that might be the worst Saints game I've ever witnessed. It was either that one. There was another one that was egregious. The Bills game on Thanksgiving back in 2021, that was one of those games where you already knew what was going to happen. You just didn't want to see it because, you know, when you got Trevor Siemian starting, you're not beating Josh Allen. So that was terrible. Then we played Atlanta in 2019, I think, when we got blown out. That sucked. Was there any other games that were, like, egregiously bad? I don't know. The Packers game back in 24 when we got shut out 34-0, which, you know, the score might end the same. So, you know, that game, that I think is probably the worst Saints game I ever watched, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, you just couldn't score. You couldn't do nothing. Like, the Saints did everything in their right to piss me off that game. So. 8:47 left. 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 34-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Saints had him in the backfield, but they can't make a tackle, so he gets like 5 to 6 more yards added onto it. It's going to be 2nd down. Yep, Jarquez Hunter. Saints Packers Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field. Yeah, I think it was at Lambeau. No, it definitely was at Lambeau now that I think about it. Yeah, but anyways. 2nd down coming up for the Rams. 2nd and 3. TJ Hall made the 1st down saving tackle. 2nd and 3. Rams have it at their own 41. Ty Simpson throws and the pass is incomplete. Jaden Price at least played good defense there. Gonna be incomplete. Intended for Brennan Presley. 3rd and 3 for the Rams with 8:05 left. Turn through. Rams have it at their own 41. Ty Simpson takes a snap. Saints bring some pressure. He throws it backwards. It's caught by Jarquez Hunter, though. And the Saints had him in the backfield, but he breaks every single tackle he can possibly do. And somehow picked up a 1st down out of that. Saints had him stopped, but they had to do some Saints things. Like, Isaac Yiadom, get off the team, dude. Like, we don't need you. Number 60 got hurt. I think that's Brian Taylor, I think. 1st and 10 for the Rams. 7:41 left. First and 10. Rams have it their own 46. Handoff up the middle. Jarquez Hunter gets like 3 yards. 2nd down. He was tackled by Isaac Yiadom and Fadil Diggs. Second and 7 coming out for the Rams from their own 49. Ty Simpson takes a snap. Simpson throws. Incomplete. Or never mind, he caught it somehow. The camera angle made it look like he overthrew him, but he caught it. It's going to be 3rd down. That was caught by True Edwards. Elliot Davidson made the tackle, I guess. Third and 4 for the Rams at the Saints 48. Ty Simpson, quick throw, wide open, 1st down, and he breaks the tackle. And he's still going. Rams 1st down. Dan Villari apparently is a top 10 tight end all time. I mean, what is there to say, man? 1st and 10. Rams have it, the Saints 24. Ty Simpson takes a snap. He's looking. He throws underneath, and the pass is caught by Jordan Waters, tackled, by Jackson Sermon. Surprised he didn't score on that one. Excuse me. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Rams. Like the Saints just died. 2nd and 6. Rams have it at the Saints 20. It's going to be a play action. Ty Simpson rolls out, throws, caught, wide open is Presley again, and I think he got enough. Nope, they're going to mark him short. 3rd down coming up for the Rams. Elliott Davidson made the tackle on Brandon Presley. But it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Rams. We got 4 minutes left, man. Rams have it at the Saints 15. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. I think he got the yard he needed. Yeah, and he did. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. Miles Cole and Elliott Davidson helped tackle Jordan Waters. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. First and 10. Rams have it at the Saints 13. Ty Simpson takes a snap, throws, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Jordan Whittington. Falls down incomplete. That's Dan Villari. I don't know why I said Jordan Whittington. That's Dan Villari. 3:48 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Rams have it at the Saints 13. Handoff up the middle. Breaks the tackle, and it's a touchdown. Jarquez Hunter. Yep, they get a touchdown. So now you can tell the whole world that you scored 30 points. Congratulations, Rams. Now this is the Saints-Packers game from a couple years ago. Harrison Mevis, kick is up. Kick is good. Rams now up 34-0 on the Saints. I'm sure they definitely needed that last touchdown. I'm trying to control myself. I want to punch a wall, but I'm trying to control myself. You're a different person, Mikey. You're a different person from what happened. I have no words, man. 3:41 remaining. Will we beat the Cowboys next week? Maybe. I don't know. Touchback. Like I said, it's preseason. Anything can happen in preseason. 3:41 remaining. It was a touchback. Now the hardest worker, C.J. Donaldson. $15 rush yards, 46 receiving yards. First and 10. Saints have it at their own 35 with 3:41 left to play. Spencer Rattler takes the snap. Rattler, he's going to throw it, and the pass is caught by Cody Hardy. Second down. Second and 3 for the Saints at their own 42. Spencer Rattler is going to dump it off, caught by Ty Chandler, who picks up the first down, does not fumble it this time. First down, Ty Chandler. First and 10, Spencer Rattler. He's going to get out of pressure. He's going to slide after he gets like a yard or two. It's going to be second down for the Saints. Yay. Dude, Kellen Moore's challenge flag looks so funny on his hip. I don't know why. Pause no G. So, second and 5. Saints have the ball at the Rams 43. It's going to be a hand up the middle. Ty Chandler, who gets about maybe gets the first down. And it is a first down. First and 10. Saints have it at the Rams 39. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler is going to roll out to his right. He's just going to throw it low, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ty Chandler. 2-minute warning. Rams up by 34 points. 34-0. I'm going to come out of the 2-minute warning. It's going to be second 10 for the Saints. If the Rams' backups are playing like this, I don't even want to imagine their starters playing. We have allowed points in every single quarter, and we have yet to score a point the entire game. I'm over this game, man. We are into our second preseason game, and I'm over it. I'm over this game. I'm not over the season. And don't get me wrong, this game doesn't matter when it comes to the regular season. But oh boy. Good news, we only got to watch this train wreck of a game for 2 more minutes. Hopefully we come out next week against Dallas and we play like we have some common sense. There's not even, usually I'll be breaking down what's going wrong or what's going right, but there's nothing to break down. There's nothing to break down. The only thing that is breaking down is the New Orleans Saints. That's the only thing that's breaking down. These guys laughing on the sideline. Yeah, they're gonna be laughing on their way to the printer because they got a job resume to print out. We got I think 20 days till week 1 when we play the Lions. There is no drive of the game. But you're showing this meaningless drive. Or yes, rather look decent that drive. There is no drive of the game though. Second and 10, play action. Spencer Rattler steps up, throws, and the pass is caught. That is Brock Reschneider on the receiving end of that. It's going to be third down for the Saints. They're running no huddle. Third down. Saints have it at the Rams 34. Trey Palmer in motion. It's 3rd and 5 for the Saints. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler throws. Caught by Trey and Welch. It's going to be 4th down. And since he went out of bounds backwards, the clock's still going to run. All right. 4th and 3. Saints offense staying out there. They have the ball at the Rams 32. Okay, what's going on? Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler pump fakes. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to run it himself. He's going to run out of bounds. Picks up a Saints first down with 54 seconds left. Pushed out of bounds by Nazir Forquern. I think that's how you say that. 1st and 10 for the Saints. All right, we got 54 seconds. Can we at least get into the end zone? At the very least. 1st and 10. Saints have it at the Rams 25. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler is going to air it out. Incomplete. Intended for Ronnie Bell. Should that have been PI? Probably, but the refs, so. It's going to be incomplete, though. 2nd and 10 for the Saints. 49 seconds to go. Why do we always get dominated by the Rams? Dude, this is insane. Every time we play the Rams, it's like that NFC Championship game cursed us. The referees just put on a curse where we're no longer allowed to be. We beat the Rams one time after that, but every other game been terrible. 2nd and 10, Spencer Rattler is going to dump it off, caught by C.J. Donaldson, who gets a block, then gets swarmed by Rams. It's going to be 3rd down at the 20. 42 seconds left. Saints call their 2nd timeout. Fox is the guy that made the tackle. Third and 5 for the Saints. 42 seconds left. Saints have it at the Rams 21. Spencer Rattler takes a snap. Rattler's going to throw, and the pass dropped. Ronnie Bell drops it. That was our best chance at scoring points there. 4th and 5. Just kick the field goal. End the game with some dignity. Please, just kick the field goal. End the game scoring something. Ronnie Bell, what are we doing, man? 37 seconds left. And that's if he even makes the field goal. All right. Tanner Brown's coming out here. Please, at least get on the board. 39-yard field goal. Kick is up. He missed it wide right. We can't even score, man. Missed it wide right. 32 seconds left. We had a chance to score points, but Tanner Brown misses it wide right. Well, we just got shut out. I don't know who's this we that you're talking about, but yeah, we just got shut out. Tyson takes a knee. Thank God the game is over. Saints lose 34-0. Tune in Monday to see what I have to say. That's what my dad has to say. Bye. I'm done.